Well, hello there, my fellow rushers. How are you doing today? King Rexy here, and today we're gonna be jumping into a very complicated hero. This is probably one of the more interesting hero designs that I've ever seen, and it's gonna show later. The champion is called, let me see if I'm gonna pronounce this name properly. Indominabilerion. I think that's how you pronounce this guy's name. It's a mount twister, and it was created by BiBus08. Now, this guy has been in my comments for a long time. He really likes hero designs, and he's the one who made a lot of other hero designs that I reviewed before. Now, I don't remember his original name on Discord. He ended up changing it quite a few times before, so I'm gonna call him by his YouTube name. And he made this beautiful champion. And the reference image, I think, is one of the aliens from Ben 10. You know how he can turn into 10 different aliens? I think this is one of them. I don't remember the name though, because I haven't watched Ben 10 in like, what, 10 years or so? Okay, he looks cool. I mean, look at that. Looks nice. Then he is the guardian of Tukva? Tukva? I'm not sure how to pronounce this thing, but he's a guardian of some sorts. And for a guardian, he definitely fits the role. I mean, look at that beefcake. You don't want to be messing around with this guy. Now, he also has a very long lore, at least comparison to what I've seen before, so if you want to read it and you want to learn more about the backstory of this fan-made champion, I'm going to leave the document down to the description so you can read it on your own. I've read it before the video, and it's quite a good lore. It's definitely satisfying to read. Now let's get into the description of this champion. Now, just to save myself some time, I'm just gonna call him the hero. Or the Guardian. Alright, let's call him the Guardian. Because this name is a Mount Twister. Okay, the Guardian is 3.6 meters or 12 feet tall. On average, it varies. Whoa. Damn, he do be tall though. 3.6 meters. I need to be looking at him like this. Okay. He's a reptilian-like humanoid with orange or beige skin. Although he can change his skin color to stale gray. He fights with his fists, tail, but has other tricks up his sleeve. He doesn't wear clothes though, which we will explore later. Ooh, please don't get into the giggity stuff. I don't wanna get into that. His skin is incredibly tough, and his body overall is extremely dense. His physical strength is complemented by high intelligence compatible to that of a real-life human genius. Alright, so he's a smart boy. He can't reproduce, but does not have a biological gender either. Oh, thank God. Okay. I thought we were getting into some nasty stuff. Thankfully, we're not. He can eat just about anything as long as there's energy to be extracted from it, which is what fuels him which is what fuels him insane biological features such as insanely fast regeneration of muscle tissue and even generating new tissue on command. If you were to look at the reference image of the first page of this document, you'll notice a lot of stegosaur-like features on his back and neck, as well as shoulder plates. This stuff he doesn't actually have normally, but it does appear as he grows, initiating his combat mode. Ooh, all right, that's a very interesting description. Pretty good. I like it. Like that's a lot of detail. Most people don't put a lot of detail into their short hero descriptions. I personally sometimes also don't put a lot of in-depth description, but this one takes the cake. Good job on that. And and now we're getting just into the stats. So let's see. In order of HP. So basically here he just lists what these stats mean. So let's take a look at level 10 and see what he has. 480 HP. 480 HP is a decent amount. Not too bad, not too little. Now for his armor, he has nothing. He is armorless champion, or at least you think he is. For now, he has no armor though, so he is, I won't say squishy, but 480 health and no armor means that you're not gonna be able to tank for very long. So let's see. Damage 22 to 38, which is physical damage in the melee, as he lists it right here. So 22 to 38 with 1.35 attack speed. Okay, so let's do a quick calculation. 38 minus 22 is 16. Divided by 2, that's 8. Plus 22, 30. Divided by the attack speed, which is 1.35. he deals 22.2 damage per second, which is not bad. 22.2 is decent. It may seem like it's underwhelming at first, but trust me, the stats get much, much higher. But that's later. First of all, let's see what we have here. The Guardian's movement speed is equal to that of Auric, so he has medium-ish speed. He also heals 15% of his max HP when idle, 72 seconds at level 10. So what, he regenerates all of this health for over 72 seconds if you don't move him? Okay. So every 72 seconds you get a nice chunky heal. For his regular attack animation, he punches the enemy. Alright, cool. Now let's take a look at the abilities. And now here is where things get complicated. Oh no. Oh no, Matt, burn it with fire. Burn it with fire. Okay, anyway, let's not be childish. Let's read through. His passive, Metamorphosis, introduces the power ramping feature. The Guardian incorporates a power ramping system that makes him stronger as the level goes on, where certain things happen. He can gain power in two ways. By taking damage, the Guardian gains power through taking damage. The formula is P equal to D and this stuff, this math. So yeah, let's read through what this shifter means. In which P is the power of units of 1, D is the damage taken in units of HP, and A is the armor rating in percentages, but he doesn't have armor, so how are we incorporating 0% armor? You're gonna find out later. This formula is the same unless the type of damage inflicted is true damage, in which case the damage is roughly equal to the power gain without any more nuance. This formula is applied every time the Guardian takes damage, increasing his current power rating accordingly. Okay, well, I'm not gonna bother to explain it with my own words because I suck at math, which is ironic because I'm gonna be a teacher, but hopefully I'm not gonna be a math teacher, because if I got to explain this to like a 5th grader, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing it. No way. No way, shape, or form am I gonna explain this. Anyway, hopefully you guys get it. This guy, BiBus08, I think he explained it pretty well here, so I think most of you should be able to get it. You should understand the formula. So, the Guardian can also gain power if enemies and allies die near him, radius of 180, or if he kills a unit himself, regardless of the distance between him and the enemy. Enemies slain by the Guardian himself give 100% power, enemies killed by arbitrary within a distance of 180 give 50%, while allies give 25%. The formula of the power gain is the following. Oh no, even more complicated math. Where P is the power gain, H is the maximum HP of the enemy, mid is the minimum damage an attack from an enemy can deal, while mad is the maximum amount of damage an attack from said enemy can deal, no factoring it in resistances. All factors are measured in units of 1. So, for example, if an enemy with 1000 HP and 20 to 40 damage dies near the Guardian, the power gain will be the following. Oh no, even more math. Oh, why did I sign up for this? Now, because the enemy wasn't killed directly by the Guardian, we have to divide the results by 2, as I said, 50%, which gives us around 444.34144. Oh my god, what is that number? What are these numbers, man? I mean, I don't get me wrong, I understand it, but it's kind of hard to comprehend sometimes. Yeah, if you couldn't tell already, my math is not my strong nature. It's probably my weakest thing. That's like my big weakness. I'm a dinosaur. I don't really understand. My brain is small. I do not comprehend complicated numbers like those. So anyway, let's keep reading. If the enemy is killed by the Guardian, the result would have been what crunching the numbers with the formula would give you. If instead of an enemy, we had an ally losing their life, we'd have to divide the results by 4 for 25%, so 231.17-ish. All numbers with decimal places are to be rounded down. To make this ability a bit more balanced, the Guardian loses 10 power per second at all levels, no matter what. though it cannot go below 0. So you can have like 1 power at minimum, I guess. The amount of power in the Guardian can have at a time is unlimited though. What this power exactly does will be explained later, as doing so now would be kinda lame, in my opinion. Yeah, I would agree. Let's keep the suspense going. So yeah, that was a lot of math, and well, that was a bit of a nightmare, but I kinda understand it. Kind of. Okay, now let's get to his actual abilities. Ironhide. Get it? Ironhide. Passive, wait. What is this thing then? He has multiple passives? Oh no, this is just a regular ability. I can't... my brain got melted by this math. I can't really comprehend what's going on. Anyway, Ironhide. What does this thing do? The Guardian gains 5, 10, and then 50% extra armor permanently. Alright, so that's where the armor comes in. Additionally, gaining power increases the potency of this ability. Oh. Starting from 1250 power, every 125 power accumulated will give the Guardian 1% armor. Caps out at 85% armor, so the maximum amount of armor is achieved at 10,000 power. It is not directly affected by whichever evolutionary stage the Guardian is currently in. Those specific amounts of armor can be used to determine his current evolutionary stage. Now, you're probably thinking, what is this evolution? What does that mean? We're gonna get to it in a minute, but that's pretty cool. Like, getting armor just like that, so... he has 480 health, right? That's how much he had, so... let me just do a quick calculation. So... 80... so we have 480 health. We gotta divide it by 1.5. Okay. Oh, wait, wrong number. It needs to be 1.5. Okay. So, yeah, that's a pretty big number, guys. We're talking about a lot of efficient HP. That's a lot. Okay, I like it. Yeah, this guy's gonna get insanely tanky if you get 10,000 power spike. Okay, now let's move on. Krakatoa Roar. It's an active ability that has 24 seconds cooldown, so it better be good. The Guardian unleashes a deafening screech that affects enemies in a circular AoE radius at 0 power, 240. It deals 10 to 20, 20 to 40, and 30 to 60 explosive damage and stuns for 1, 2, and then 3 seconds. Additionally, all enemies hit receive an affliction that increases the damage they take by 30% for 6 seconds. This stacks multiplicatively with Totem of Weakness. What? So you can make an enemy take like... bruh. Oh my god, that's a lot. That's a lot of damage. Power gain affects the damage delta and AoE as well as the stun time, granting the extra 1% to both the minimum and maximum damage every 100 power, starting from 0 power, and capping out at 20,000 power. This means that at most the abilities can deal 90 to 180 explosive damage, as well as giving 1% of the AoE at the same rate, and capping out at the same time, which means an AoE of 720 at most. Ooh, that's a big AoE right there. And increasing the stun time at a rate of plus 0.5% every 100 power, starting from 0 and capping at 20,000 for a maximum of 6 seconds of stun time. Okay, that's cool. Alright, so the ability starts off very weak, but as you gain power, it becomes significantly better. I like that. Tail Smash. 10 seconds cooldown. What does it do? The Guardian performs a spin attack, hitting all enemies within a range of 150, which with his tail dealing 5, 10, and then 20% of his max HP in damage. Ooh, max HP damage, alright. Haven't seen this mechanic before. I like it. This attack ignores armor, but the percentage it pierces is equal to the Guardian's own armor rating. Wait, what? Oh, so I get it. So if the Guardian's currently has let's say 10% armor, or alright, 15. Let's say 15%. The attack will ignore 15% of the enemy's armor. Alright, I get it. The damage scales with his currently evolutionary stage, and does the AoE size, which gets 10% to its radius every time he evolves. Okay. The exact amount will be revealed soon. Ooh, the suspense. Okay, I like it. Life, Life Wiper. Life Wiper? Okay, that's an interesting name. It's an active ability that has 120 seconds cooldown, 19 and 60 seconds at level 1, 2, and 3. Okay, wow. Well, that's a very long ability, and that's a very long cooldown. That's like ultimate levels of ability cooldown. Let's see what this thing does. It better be good for the amount of time you have to wait in between each usage. The Guardian channels his godly power to rupture the earth beneath him. Circular AoE, radius of 160. The AoE radius grows by 1 unit every 62.5 power, rounded to the nearest decimal. Starting from 0 and capping out at 10,000 per 10,000 power, that is, for a maximum of 320 units radius, so you can basically double the initial radius. With a massive explosion, insta-killing one enemy or dealing a combined 1000 true damage to all enemies caught in the blast. So if you have one enemy in the radius, you get an insta-kill. If not, then you do 1000 true damage distributed by enemies. Cool. Okay, starting from 2000 power, this ability can insta-kill one extra enemy every 2000 power, so 2 enemies at 4000, 3 at 6000, etc. And capping at 20,000 power. The damage alternative grows by 1 every 2 powers. So the damage amount will always be rounded to the nearest decimal, starting from 2000 at the end and ending at 20,000. So at most you will have either 10 enemies that can be insta-killed or 10,000 damage combined. True damage, by the way, so that seems balanced. I mean, I guess it has very long cooldown, so it kind of makes up for the sheer strength that this ability provides. The way the Guardian AI chooses between these two is if the strongest X is the amount of enemies that can be insta-killed with a given power level. Enemies combined HP is less than the damage of alternative, the raw damage will be picked. If the X strongest enemy combined HP surpasses however much damage the alternative ability effect can deal, the insta-kill will be picked. Bosses and mini-bosses are immune to insta-kills, but all the damage from this ability can be directed towards them if they are the only target in range. Okay, now I can see why this ability has 60 seconds cooldown. It's like a secondary ultimate ability almost. You just kind of have to keep a timer ticking in your head in order to execute it flawlessly. Very good ability. Super strong, but balanced by a long cooldown. Alright. Monster of the Crimson Valley. Unlocks the evolution feature. Okay, I guess that's like something. So let's see, at 1000, 4000, 10,000, and 20,000 power, the Guardian will transform into a stronger version of himself, evolutionary stage, as I like to call them. Okay, so he evolves based on how much power you get. Stage 2 is unlocked upon upgrading this ability to level 1. Stage 3 is unlocked with ability level 2, while stage 4 and 5 are unlocked with this maxing out this ability completely. I think this word is not needed here, but whatever. Anyway, this will impact a few of his stats, which will be explained better below. Falling below the threshold for each new stage makes him revert to the previous stage, so it's not permanent. Also, if you haven't figured out yet, the status of his fist attack page are for his wait, what? I can't read. If you haven't figured this out yet, the stats on his fist stat page are for his fist form. Fist form? Okay, so does he get different attacks? i.e. from 0 to 999 power, while the abilities are all explained for how they look at 0 power, so I will skip over it and get starting into explaining stage 2. Alright. Now let's see what this guy has to offer, his second form. So let's see, description. Not too much changed from his default stage. In fact, the only change are slight increases in height, muscle mass, as well as the introduction of those stegosaur-like features seen in his back tail and neck slash hit. Alright. Oh my god, Discord, can you shut up? Shut up, little piece of crap. Shut up. Don't interrupt. Okay. Now let's see what we have here. So stats, same order as before. So now he has... Okay, guys, wait a minute, I need to turn off Discord. Okay, Discord has been turned off, so we can read in peace now. Okay, so 600 HP, 0% armor, 30 to 50 damage, 1.5 second attack rate, 25 seconds respawn time. Okay, that's a decent improvement. Slightly higher HP, better DPS and longer respawn rate. His speed stays the same, yeah, identical to that of Auric. Same goes for the 15% heal rate. Not in the sense that it's the same as that of Auric, but in the sense that it doesn't change from what it used to be at level 1 relative to his HP. Though at max level, it now goes from 72 to 90. Alright, so it takes longer. Obviously, the 0% armor is not true, as long as you have his Ironhide ability upgraded, but it would take too long to list all the potential armor ratings for this guy. I mean, obviously, judging by how much we have to look at stage 1 then, I can imagine how much the other stages will take. Although the range itself, with Ironhide at level 3, 15 to 36% armor, this also affects the degree of which Tail Smash is affected by resistances. The higher HP also benefits Tail Smash, giving it 120 damage instead of 96. The AoE also goes from 150 to 165. The increased respawn time and attack delay are also on purpose, because I don't want the evolutionary features to just be giving him arbitrary higher stats for the sake of being stronger. I won't mention all the abilities that get affected by power here because it would take too long, but you can extrapolate their range of effectiveness at stage 2. Remember that 10,000 to 4,000 power for yourself if you want. Alright. That's interesting. So, stage 3, let's see what we have here. Description. The Guardian's muscle mass and height grow further, now approaching 6 meters in height, or 13.3 feet. Additionally, his skin gets a bony texture, growing protective osteoderms for extra durability. Okay. 900 health, okay, that's a pretty significant jump. 0% armor, which is obviously not true. 42 to 84 damage with 1.65 attack second. Attack speed per second, bruh. And 30 seconds respawn rate, oof. So his respawn rate also gets further. I wonder if he's gonna be at 40-second respawn rate at stage 5. That's a bold prediction, but I think that's what's going to be. Now let's see. Again, all these seemingly odd stats are intentional, don't worry. The decreased attack delay is because his arms are now much heavier, so he needs some more time to wind up. I mean, yeah, it makes sense. As he gets bigger, obviously you're gonna move slower. This level is very interesting because a lot of stuff changes. First of all, his speed drops to around 70% of that of Auric, though his heal rate stays the same. Tail Wipe now deals 180 damage at max level, with the AoE also being 180, while ignoring more of the enemy's armor. His armor rating can now range from 37% all the way to 84%, which means that at most his efficient HP is going to be 5,625, which is already the second highest in the series. Yeah, which is a huge range, all things considered. I mean, yeah, still it's not better than Gerald, but it's very close. It's close to being better than Gerald. Again, all the other abilities can be extrapolated by the reader, as I'm too lazy to do it for you. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I'm also lazy. I'm not good with math, guys. Okay, I think I've established that already, but I'm not good with math, so don't expect me to make accurate assumption as to what the numbers of everything here are going to be. So if someone understands math, Vuduk, if you're watching this, can you disciple this? Because I can't. I can't make up so much math. I can't take it. But thankfully we're nearing the end, so let's see what we have. Stage 4. Guardian's muscle mass now increases even further, as does his height. On top of the protective armor platings, the Guardian also develops luminous light marks on his skin, showing off his godly powers. All his natural weaponry is more well pronounced. Okay, so he's getting ascended into something bigger. Oh my, 1575 HP, bruh. That's more than any other champion in the game. Okay, we're getting into some raid boss territory right here. 72 to 120 damage with 1.8 seconds attack rate, but 35 seconds respawn rate. Reasonable. I mean, for that amount of HP and damage output, yeah, 35 seconds seems reasonable. At this point, the Guardian is so powerful, I don't even feel like a next level would be balanced, but I don't care. There is going to be one after this. At stage 4, the only possible armor rating at level 10 is 85% for an efficient HP of 10,500. Sheesh, that's a big number. That's a really big number right here. Unless you don't have Ironhide upgraded for some reason, yeah. I mean, obviously I'll have it upgraded. Like, look at that efficient HP. Gerald is like a dwarf compared to this. Okay, let's keep reading. The Guardian speed is made to be the same as that of Ulrich once again, and we still have the same 15% heal rate. So wait, so he gets the movement speed back. He has the same movement speed as Ulrich, but on stage 3, where is it? He moves 70% of the Ulrich speed, so I don't see why he gets the movement speed back. If anything, he should be moving slower now that he's even bigger, but I guess logic kinda skipped this, but it's alright. We don't like super slow moving champions, that's why I hate Jigo. He takes like 10 years to go from one point on the map to the other. Okay, so let's see. Now you may or may not have noticed a pattern with the HP numbers, but if you haven't, I've been increasing it at a steady pace since level 1. The damage numbers are arbitrary though, and don't have any specific formula that was used to get them. The way it works is that from one level to the next, the HP increases by 25, whatever number was assigned to the previous evolutionary stage. So I started out by going with plus 25% for level 1 and 2, then 50% for stage 2 to 3, and then 75% for 3 and 4. And yes, the HP for level 5 is going to be double of what we have now, so ooh, 3150. Oh my god. I'm bringing this up now so it doesn't seem as crazy once you see it on the stat board. I'm aware these numbers are very high, stupidly high in fact, almost as if I was high on crack while making this. Speaking of which, happy late weekday. Weekday? Oh. Weekday? What the there's a weekday? Am I stupid? Why did I not know that? Okay, that's I think I'm starting to trip from all this math. Maybe I'm misreading this, but no, it's right here. Oh my god, I need some water. Water break. Okay, now let's continue on. Where was I? So yeah. Oh, okay, there we are. Speaking of which, happy late weekday too. Oh wait, King Text. King Text. What? King Text? Delayed his hero review by 2 months. Oh well. Hope you're doing good, man. I mean, yeah, he knows. I pre-record videos a lot, so we'll see. I'm pretty sure this video should be coming up relatively early though, but I don't know. Maybe it isn't. You know me. Okay, so let's see. But I've got a very good reason for doing this. Fun ideas are more important than balance, bruh. I think you get the gist of things by now, so I'll just move on to stage 5. Yeah, true. Fun ideas are more important than balance. That's why I made this series with Vuduk a long time ago, because I wanted to see unique ideas, something unique, and This so far fits the description 100%. But we still have stage 5 to look at. So let's see what monster we're getting. We're getting an immortal beast right here. At this point, the Guardian's divine powers are completely taken over. He's at 100% power, so his previous mentioned marks are even more apparent. The light is very bright, but is contrasted by his somewhat dark colored skin. So now he has dark color? Okay. His girth doesn't increase this time, though just as just an increase to his height, which is now around 7.2 meters or 23.6 feet. Damn, he's giant. Okay, here's the big health number, 150. 102 to 189 damage on 1.95 seconds attack rate and 40 seconds respawn rate. I called it. Okay, so this guy is basically a monster. Okay, immortal beast. I will admit that making both his minimum and maximum damage higher than Doom's tank by 1 point is kinda scummy, but I don't care. Yeah, I noticed that. But it took me a little bit. Yeah, 101 to 188. For some reason I thought the Doom cam was like 99 to 100 and something, but you know. Okay, anyway, let's move on. Aside from that, I don't know what to say about him, as you probably don't care about the numbers or math behind his current stats and abilities, and neither do I. I just want to marvel at how broken he would be if this version of the Guardian was real. One thing to note is that since the stage is acquired at 20,000 power, all of his abilities will now be at full power no matter what. If you want to imagine him as a balanced hero in the actual game, you can picture him without the stage and with all the abilities scaling numbers ending at 10,000 power, or slightly tweaking the scaling of the abilities themselves. And that concludes my hero concept. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, alright, yeah, definitely enjoyed it, but we have some more stuff up in here, and we have additional notes. Okay, even more to read. Damn. Okay. After that absolutely disaster of an attempt to create a balanced hero. Lol. What excuses do I have for still showing you this concept? Well, well, you have a lot of excuses, man. You're creative. You're very smart. That's why you show it to me, because I appreciate it. Even though I'm bad at math, I still appreciate the effort that is put into it. Well, there are a few reasons. The most important one is that I wanted to incorporate a ramp-up mechanic into a non-Kingdom Rush 1 hero, just for the sake of being original. And also as an excuse for creating a broken as shit hero while still theoretically being balanced. As you wouldn't have access to the hero's OP form for most of the level, even though that still went horribly. I mean, it does make sense, to be honest. 20,000 power is a lot of power, and even though you can get power by killing enemies and allies dying near you or taking damage, it's still gonna take quite a long time to reach this form, because still, if you still have to keep the hero alive in order to evolve. If he dies, then you pretty much lose the progress, and you let's say you accumulated, let's say, 5,000 power, and you're doing well, but you lose track of your hero, and then he dies somewhere in some parts of the map, and then boom, all the progress goes down to 1 point, and you have to ramp up all of this again. So yeah, I can see why stage 5 will be very, very hard to access, but I think if you're good enough with micro, then you probably can access it for the majority of the level. I think War Champion is probably gonna solo very, very hard levels with this guy, because he can probably keep him up in combat when he reach 20,000 power without dying. He probably can do it, but I probably not. Anyway, I'm trailing off. Let's move on with the additional notes. Even then, I'm very happy with how I handled this mechanic, staying true to what Kingdom Rush heroes are, while still accomplishing something that is, in my not so humble opinion, revolutionary. Side note: after seeing how many fan-made heroes actually incorporate power fluctuation. Oh my god, I can't read. Power fluctuation mechanics into them, I realized that this isn't as unique as I originally thought. Although I still stand by the notion that my handling of the power ramping mechanic was the best and most fleshed out of all the hero designs I've seen so far. I mean, yeah, he is right. That's true. The reason I think that is again mostly because I can see this working as a hero much better than most other heroes with ramp up mechanics, because the way I designed it was thematically thematically coherent, as well as well as being better fleshed out in a more complex ramping system. Well, yeah, I would agree. The system here is definitely way better described than other hero designs that I've reviewed that had similar mechanic. But this one definitely takes the cake in terms of uniqueness. Like, that's very, very complicated, but also lovely. I hope that after watching this, in case you also happen to make a fan-made hero concept, that this is a little bit of a demonstration of how a hero can have insanely unique mechanics while also not deviating too much from how Kingdom Rush heroes work. This applies to my specific vision of this hero, which, to be honest, might not have been communicated adequately through this one document, but oh well. Aside from that, I'm also obsessed with tanky heroes, but don't think about it too much. Although I can still make an excuse for myself by saying that this is a rework of Grawl, which I did think about, but decided not to make it too much about fixing Grawl, even though they share a lot of mechanics. In fact, a power level that fluctuates throughout the level is something Grawl also has, though nowhere near to the same extent as the Guardian in terms of complexity or importance. I mean, yeah, Grawl scales a little bit, but his scaling is like very, very tiny. Like, compared to this hero is Grawl times 1000, or even 9000 if you want to be anime, if you want to go into the anime route. Okay, we have a little bit more. We can get through this. My headcanon is that Sakura is Birisat's mom. Wait, what? Wait, what? Who is this guy? Weren't we talking about a scaling champion? Now we talk about Birisat's mom? Okay. I'm confused. Who is Saku? Who is this? Who is the belonger of this name right here? I need to know that for some reason. I don't know. It just caught me off by surprise. I never thought about Birisat's mom. It isn't Eleni technically Birisat? No, wait. Yeah, Eleni created the three dragons, right? The Oven Goddess. She created Faustus, she created Ashbite, and she created Birisat. Wasn't that the case? Was Birisat like a off-child, something like that? I don't know. I'm confused. My lore knowledge has been questioned, but I'm too tired to bother because my voice is kind of wearing off. So let's get through this. Don't quote me on that. If this happens to be untrue, though, some reveal in the future. Like I said, this is in all head canon. Either that, or she's the creator of all Saurians, which is why I suspect the temple was almost like an entrance to the Saurian kingdom, as if it was intended. I can see that working. I can see this being a possible theory. Honestly, both theories are possibly true. With that being said, we don't really know if Sakura, I can't bother to pronounce this, is real, or if she is just a figment of Makua's imagination in the Kingdom Rush canon. This is a good question. I don't know. We need to ask Ironhide about it. I didn't add voice lines because I wanted you to have fun with imagining his personality, in case you do read the lore, which gives some insight into what oh my god, this name, the Guardian, is probably like. To get some context for the lore, look at the description for level 8 of Kingdom Rush Frontiers, Snapvine Bridge. Okay, finally we're done here. Well, after my voice has been worn off and my lore knowledge has been questioned, I'm speechless. Both physically and metaphorically, because this hero design has it all. Like, there's nothing to complain about. Besides maybe the champion being OP at the max form, but even then, it's still balanced, because think about it. You do get power by rather killing enemies dying near you, allies dying near you, or by taking damage. However, due to the fact that you only get a certain amount of power, it's gonna be very difficult to reach 20,000 power. If you manage to reach it, you're probably not gonna be able to stay in the 5th form for very long, because let me just find this thing right here. So 20,000 power. So after you get to 20,000 power, which is the maximum power that you can get, the moment you drop below 20,000 power, yeah, you pretty much go down. I'm not sure if you can go... Wait, can you go above 20,000 power? I already forgot. Let me check. Does it say it anywhere? I'm not sure. I don't know. Nah, I think it's infinitely scaling, so you can go from 20,000 power above, but still, the moment you fall below 20,000... Wait, power gain expected. Oh no, that's for the AoE thing. So yeah, if you fall below 20,000 power, stage 5 is over, and you diminish to the previous one, which is good. Which is a good thing. Okay, I don't know, man. I'm just tired. This was a very exhausting hero design, but I love it. BiBus08, congratulations. You managed to wear off my voice and also impress me beyond my own comprehension. Alright, you did a very good job. By the way, guys, I would recommend you to read the lore. It's a very well thought of lore. This is something that both him and Sergeant S have, which I wish I possessed the power of. Writing a very good lore with not so many words. I mean, sure, this one may seem like it's long, but comparing it to my hero design, oh, I've had over 50 pages worth of hero design once. I think that was Helena, the fallen goddess. I think I sent it to the real Morgan a while ago. I need to check it out, but I'm pretty sure that was her. Her lore was insanely long, and don't ask how long it took to write all of this down. Plus, it went through some reworks here and there, so it wasn't like one and done. No, it was way more than that. But anyway, I'm trailing off. At this point, the video is probably pretty long, so I'm gonna end it off here. As final conclusion, this is the equivalent of a unique hero design. Something that you don't see every day. Something that is unique. Something that this hero is gonna give you stuff that no other hero can. And he has scaling, which is good. Not a lot of heroes in Kingdom Rush have a really good scaling, you know. Once they reach level 10, it's just that, you know. You don't have anything good to work with. This guy, he can scale through the level pretty much infinitely, as long as... Well, not infinitely, you still have stage 5, which is the maximum, but... You know, you have very good scaling the longer the level goes. So yeah, very well done. And yeah, guys, with that out of the way, that's gonna do it for the video. Thank you everybody so much for watching. I appreciate you for sticking around to the end. Subscribe if you want to see more of this content in the future. And while you're at it, drop a like on the video, it means a lot to me. And I will see you in the next video. Until it comes, that was King Rexy, over and out.